Every newsroom episode is now being streamed live on YouTube every day, and people can watch it anywhere in the world. How exciting!
We can even watch ourselves watching ourselves, kind of thing, if we have it streaming. There is a slight delay on the stream. It's about 20 seconds, just a technology issue. But yeah, it's available there all the time. They can go back to YouTube if they want to catch it afterwards. Yeah. So they can go to youtube.com. See, there are you walking.
Watching myself, watching myself.
Watching yourself, yes.
Weird.
Lovely.
That's...
So yes, they can go to youtube.com/SABC News. And as I explained, there's a slight delay.
I've got a very weird feeling now, Krista.
It is, hey? Now you can check your makeup and check that you're looking
good. No, it's starting to run. It's a bit hot here in studio today. But talk about hot. It's been a hot week in the news business, hasn't it?
Sure.
DA, Agang, the Repo rate people. What are people saying about the Repo rate gang? I must be worried.
Well, Repo rate is very scary. You know, Mike Shisley was speaking about we have to tighten the belt. And people are saying they really are feeling it. People are saying, you know, some of the tweets that have been coming through is saying, on your marks, get set, lose your house. You know, people are going to lose their houses. I think it just comes down to, in the social media sphere, it reflects what we see elsewhere in society. People are taking cognizance of what's happening, but they just kind of have to be a bit tighter. We all have to have a few less beers or a few less glasses of wine, I suppose. The other big story has been Agang and the DA.
The gang, as they call them now.
Agang. I'm scared to say the name, but Dr. Rampele. Close enough. And her shift towards the DA, that's been very topical in the news. So we've unpacked that. We've got tweets on that as well. If you look here at some of the tweets that are on screen, some saying someone should tell them that we don't have presidential elections. Of course, it's an issue of semantics. Agang stood no chance at the polls. DA has given them a lifeline. And then who is going to be Agang SA's presidential candidates? I'm confused by this marriage. So it has been a controversial marriage as such.
It's been a very difficult week, I think, and a lot of... Well, with Lindiwe in Pali and Mamani in GP, what happens if they lose? Well, I think those are the ones that people have been sort of targeting, is that now that they've got another person in to sort of take charge of the party's profile.
And you've got a group of very strong women in one close proximity. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens.
Yeah, you do. But I see you've sort of put something together on the repo rate, petrol prime lane, petrol price up, rand back above 11 rand to the dollar. Are you painting a picture of doom and gloom on the website?
Well, it depends on where you come from it. I mean, on the website, we're also looking at the Chan tournament. I don't know if you were watching the soccer last night, but it was thrilling. I mean, I'm not a dedicated soccer follower, but I do try and watch. And I mean, the sudden death that happened was just, it was crazy. So we've also been asking people's views on that. People saying what a brilliant performance by Ghana. It's nice to see people also responding to it on social media. If you think in the run-up to the tournament, there was so much discussion about whether this is going to be supported well. Yeah,
I'm very happy for Libya with the country's recent history and the overthrow of the government and everything that happened there. For them to make the final of such a, well, it's a local tournament, such a big tournament. It's fantastic, and it'll be really, I'm sure it'll really pep up the mood in that country after what's been a difficult couple of years.
It's definitely very important psychologically and emotionally, and in just the psyche of a country. You could see last night they were overwhelmed by the emotion when they got through.
The thing that I like you're doing is that you're having a little look at celebrities that are misbehaving on the roads. Tell us about what you've done here.
So here we're starting kind of at the wrong point, but we saw already you'll see here January 21, 2014. Already in 2007 we saw DJ Sabu being caught speeding. Thereafter he was involved in a car accident where he left the scene of the crime. So we've got him fleeing the scene afterwards, crashing his girlfriend's car. If you keep going, then you'll see DJ Fresh was caught, and he, of course, pitched at court with a T-shirt, amongst other things, saying "Speed kills, y'all." So he was very upfront about the fact that he made a mistake. Gareth Cliff also paid a huge fine. I think his was 10,000 rand. And then this year, it's been Steve Hofmeyr, Julius Malema on the same day.
Yeah, that was ironic, wasn't it?
It was. Even Steve Hofmeyr had to say it's very ironic. Julius Malema's case this week, of course, got postponed. But then we saw Justin Bieber drag racing.
Yeah, he's the drag queen. They dressed
the
him up as a drag queen on,
yes.
on social pages,
yes, and
put makeup on him.
And saw how much like Miley Cyrus he looked, yes. And then, of course, Kune, which breaks my heart as a chief supporter, but we will stand by him as he admitted he made... Yeah, exactly, and he admitted he made a mistake. So we try and have a little bit of fun on the website as well.
And the sort of response, has there been any response to can we see Justin Bieber in drag? But has there been any response to this sort of time? And people, they like this kind of thing, don't they?
People always respond well to this kind of thing. It's also, you know, it's a nice way on the website to add value again, where you kind of have all this information floating up around there, and you just kind of put it in a chronological order so people can see. And it's a bad example being set for young people today.
Well, you guys are doing a fantastic job with this, and it's very interesting. SABC Digital News doing it for you all the time. So you can even go to the YouTube channel where everything on SABC is on there. Thanks to Christelle and the team. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Well, let's